everybody! Today we have a special case! About a week ago, I received a note that said Josiah. Now I'm on a mission to find out who Josiah is. Now, if you don't mind, I'm gonna look for clues. Hopefully Bridget didn't get the secret message.
Hi everybody, and welcome to another Bible lesson. I left Silly Millie a secret note that said Josiah to see if she could figure out who Josiah is in the Bible. Now let's find out what Silly Millie is doing.
Not this! Not this! What is this? Who is Josiah? Oh, I will search the internet! Wow!
Seriously? She's going to cheat? That's it! Silly Millie, where are you?
Oh no! She's coming! I had to hide somewhere! Where is that Bridget?
Where is she?
Huh? Ah! What are you doing here? I have a secret message to discover!
Well, guess what? I sent it to you.
Seriously? Why?
Well, I wanted you to find out who Josiah was in the Bible. He was a young king, only 8 years old, and he did amazing things despite what his family did.
A young king, you say?
Yeah, I thought you would like this story because you're always saying you're too young to do things.
Wow. Okay, let's hear it.
Let's hear our story for today.
Yeah.
God's masterpiece, Josiah. This is Josiah.
Heyo!
Josiah became king of Israel when he was only 8 years old.
Yep.
Now the country of Israel had a very long line of kings who did many bad things, including Josiah's father and grandfather. These kings did not follow after God, and they ignored his commandments and his law. But when Josiah became king, he did what God wanted him to and followed the example of King David.
Yeah!
18 years after Josiah became king, he sent one of his court secretary, Shaphan, to God's temple.
Thank ya.
Many of the kings before Josiah did not take good care of God's house, so it was in need of repair. While they were in the temple, Hilkiah, the high priest, said to Shaphan,
Hey!
"I have found the book of the law in the Lord's temple." So Shaphan took the scroll back to King Josiah and read it to him. When Josiah heard what was in the book, he was greatly upset
Oh no!
because the people of Israel were not doing the things that God asked him to do, and Josiah knew that God must be angry with Israel for not obeying his commandments. Josiah gathered together all the people of Israel to the temple
That's from the best.
and read the entire book of the covenant to them. That very day, Josiah and all the people promised that they would obey all of what God commanded with all their hearts and souls.
We promise too!
Josiah went on to help Israel become a people fully committed to God. He tore down all the other temples and the idols that they had set up. He got rid of all the people who were doing bad things all throughout Israel. And he did all that was commanded in God's book. Never before had there been a king like Josiah who turned to the Lord with all his heart and soul and strength, obeying all the laws of Moses. And there has never been a king like him since.
1 Timothy 4:12. Don't let anyone look down on you because you are young.
Wow! Josiah was an obedient king. He made sure he was following God's commands all that time.
Yeah, Josiah heard the word of God and continued seeking him. When God puts someone in your life who has godly influence, he wants to give you light so you can seek him more.
Yeah, he saw that God's people were not living a godly life and weren't obeying God's commands.
Yeah, and Josiah wanted to make sure everyone was following God's commands.
Even though King Josiah was very young, he had a great influence on people. He led them away from sin to worship the true God.
Yeah, and we too, we can encourage each other in our community with our friends and our families.
You're right. I know that God can use me. I'm ready.
Well said, Silly Millie.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for joining us this Sunday, and I hope to see you next Sunday.
Bye. Wait, so it's you who did that quest?
Yeah.
That wasn't very nice, Bridget.